Today I am going to be doing a Q&A video. I haven't done one of these in so long, but I thought I'd sit down and do one because I do get asked quite a lot of questions across my social media every day. So the other day I asked on Instagram for some questions. I tend to only ask on Instagram when I'm doing a Q&A because that's where a lot of people follow me. So I popped up a little Q&A post thing. I'm not going to answer all of them because there was quite a few questions and I don't want this video to be hours long because I'm still living at the farm and the internet is still rubbish. So I'm going to try and keep this video under 10 minutes. You guys will know if I manage that by now. So I'm just going to go through them and pick a few to answer. I am going to try and attempt to say your usernames, but if I butcher them, I'm really sorry. Some of them are really difficult to say. Arizia, I'm going to go with that. Says, were you able to achieve planner piece? If yes, what kind of system? I think I'm almost there. I'm not 100% there. For my daily planning, I'm in this one at the moment, which is the Teal Finchley. The actual planner, I don't think I'll ever find like planner piece, like one which I'll stick to, like a planner that I'll stay in always, because I love changing my planner. I love just going in and out of different kinds of planners in different colours. So at the moment I'm in this one, and in a month or something I might be in a different one. But the actual contents of the planner, I think I'm almost there. This is what the inside looks like at the moment. I've decided to go with monthly tabs and then a notes divider and a miscellaneous divider. I did do a video on the whole setup of how I got the inside set up when I was in the geometric Filofax. So if you want to see a bit more on the inside and like how I set this up, then I'll leave that link below. But as far as planning is going at the moment, this is working really well for me. I am going to be moving soon. This may not work for me when I moved, but at the moment I feel like I use this planning system a lot more than I did with any of my other ones. The Life Designer did work for me for a massive chunk at the start of the year, but the more opportunities and stuff that popped up, I just preferred how this looked when I opened it up. Like, I just found it easier to find things, and also having it this size meant that I could bring it with me places, whereas the Life Designer was a bit bulky. Hannah Rose Adams asked, how is the house coming along? Have you guys moved in together yet? I think when I post this video I should be up north, or I would have just come back from a trip up north. There has been so many issues pop up that we never thought there would be. My boyfriend has a very busy job. He works 5 days a week, has 2 days off, and every shift that he has is kind of really full on, so he doesn't get a ton of time to go over to the house and work on it. So it has been a really tedious process. I have had so much stress and anxiety over it, but it's getting there. Hopefully me going up there means there's another set of hands and I'll have like free time to do whatever I want. If you saw the vlog that I did when we first went in there, I'm assuming you guys realise how like not ready to move in it was. Hopefully it'll be sometime soon. Laura22113 says, do you only creative journal events or do you daily creative journal as well? If so, could we see videos on how you daily creative journal? At the moment, as far as time goes, I only creative journal events like when they happen. You might remember me using my Bando agenda as a journal, and I started this back in, when did I start it? In August 2015. It runs from August 2015 to December 2016, so it's like a 1.5 year agenda, or journal as I'm using it. But in here it is a personal journal, so I don't want to like flip through it, but it is a daily journal, so I was like documenting my life daily, creatively with stickers and stuff and washi, and I did that all the way through to December. And then when it got to January, things got super busy and I could not keep up with a daily journal, so I started putting sticky notes on the page with what I got up to so I could kind of go back. I'd made such a good start on the first few months, I didn't want to just stop, so I carried on doing a sticky note every single day, and that got kind of tedious because I kept losing my sticky notes and I didn't want to use different ones. I wanted to use like all the same ones, so like these little green ones. So instead, in here in my planner, in the monthly tabs, I started using these inserts, which are from Just So Stationery, and they just have blank space, like no lines, nothing. And in here is where I bullet point what I got up to in a day. So eventually when I've moved and settled and stuff, I do want to go back through my Bando and add in all of the stuff that I've done, like bullet pointed everything, so it's all there. Like, I have everything I need, I just haven't had the time to sit down and do it. So I do document my daily life, but I don't creative journal my daily life. Daisy_McMullen says, what is your favourite shop? I think most of you guys know that Paperchase is up there. I have loved Paperchase since I was a tiny little person, and having all the opportunities that I've had with them has been amazing. I'd love to go back in time and tell my younger self what I'm doing now with Paperchase. Tiger, although it's now changed to Flying Tiger, that has to be one of my favourite shops. I can't really think, those are like two physical shops. The Range is I love the range. _L.I.Z.A_. So I'm assuming that's meant to be read as Lisa. How many rolls of washi tape do you have? I couldn't tell you a number. I can show you my washi tape drawer, which now has absolutely no space whatsoever left in it. I have rolls of washi tape which are just kind of sitting around because I don't have any space to put them anywhere. But this is my washi tape drawer. It's a big drawer. It's very heavy. And in here is just all my washi tapes. I'm actually in the process of making a washi tape shelf with my dad for my new office in the new house. So eventually I will be able to count them all and have them like organised in colour and stuff, because at the moment this was fine for like storing them, but being able to find a certain washi tape in this drawer is so difficult and so time consuming because I'm digging around trying to find one. I also have my Washi over here, which has like my favourite washi tapes at the moment on. So at the moment I can only really answer that with a lot. I have been collecting or hoarding washi tape for a few years now. Like, this isn't just a happened overnight kind of thing. Amy_Lee03 said, were you a good girl at your secondary school? Did you ever get detentions? I don't think I ever got a detention. I think I got one, but it was like a class detention, so it wasn't like me specifically. When I look back on my secondary school life, I realised that there was a lot of undiagnosed anxiety, so I never wanted to get in trouble. I was terrified of getting in trouble and doing something wrong. Not necessarily for the fact of getting in trouble, but for the fact of the embarrassment side of it, like if a teacher was to point me out in class. In maths, I was moved seats from my best friend because we were chatting and stuff. I think the teacher was generally just annoyed with the whole class, but she saw me draw or write, I think I was writing homework or like a homework date on my best friend's hand because she asked me to, because she didn't have any paper and stuff, and because obviously the whole class was like playing up and stuff. As soon as she saw one person do something wrong, she kind of snapped, and it just happened to be that I was the person that she saw doing something wrong, which I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was doing a favour for my friend, and she shouted my name and she sent me to the front seat in the class, and I was absolutely mortified. Like, I think I went home and cried that day because just the anxiety and stuff that had built up. I couldn't cry in the class because that would have been uncool, so I went home and I think I was in tears that whole evening. So I suppose that kind of traumatised me. But yeah, things like that. I was more terrified at the embarrassment side of things, of getting in trouble, than actually getting in trouble, because I feel like the things I'd get in trouble for weren't ever bad things. I wasn't really rude, I didn't really play up. I'd say I was a pretty good girl in secondary school. I don't know if that was down to my anxiety problems that were undiagnosed, but yeah, my secondary school life was pretty trying to stay under the radar type of thing. Becoming Sleek said, what is /are the most popular items in your Cloudy Cow shop? I thought this was quite an interesting question because I was going to check like the stats and stuff, but I kind of went off of the thing I pack up the most. For the stats and stuff, I only really show the most clicked on items. The things I tend to pack up the most are, out of washi tape, it's this one, which is the black and white hearts washi tape. This one I am always restocking. These pens would probably be the next thing which I'm always packing up. This one has lollies on, this one has some cats, this one has a little fox on the bottom and there's like a hole up there. This one has planets on, and then this one has a cactus pattern on. But yeah, when I first put these on the shop, they sold out really, really quickly. And then last of all, I'd say these. These are planner rulers. They're for a personal size planner. I actually punched these myself, so that's always pretty fun. I have little plastic holes punched all over my floor. So yeah, those are probably some of the most popular things on my shop. There's so many really good questions on here, but they're so long and I only have like about 10 minutes to film this video before my dad comes in for lunch and takes me to the post office. So I think I'm gonna have to stop here, and I'll do another question and answer someone soon-ish. But yeah, thank you so much for asking the questions. I'm so sorry I couldn't answer any more. I think this video is going to be posted somewhere near the end of June or start of July. I'm not sure when I'm going to be moving. There is going to be a blip in videos and stuff like that. I'll do my best to keep it kind of smooth running. But yeah, there is going to be a period where I'm going to be stressed out of my head and I'm probably not going to want to sit down and film a video. So yeah, just giving you a heads up for that. If you're not following me on Instagram, then I'll leave that link below because that's where I'll ask for any future My dad has just pulled up outside, so I'm gonna have to be really quick, because for future question and answer videos, that's where I'll ask for questions. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.